Later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. 45-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action now. Cousins. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Jamal Agnew.
Yeah, baby.
And he'll bring it back all the way. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cook. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Romeo Okwara. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That is caught at the 7. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 11 yards, but still not enough. Fourth down.
Nice job understanding the situation. Third and long. Kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force fourth down.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 18. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to second and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Rolling to his right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Lions 7.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Stafford sliding out of the pocket. Little short pass to James. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
7-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st and 10 on the 25-yard line.
Now Cook. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
8-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. The quick slant caught. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Cook on the toss left. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Vikings 17. Lions 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. he stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse.
Touchdown, Detroit! DeAndre Swift, 76 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's a second touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, here's Cousins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing is Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen. 41 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for this. He's got his man. It's taken off for a final touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the 1st half of the season.
And he knocks it through.
The score, Vikings 24, Lions 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
1st down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down, Detroit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson as the first half is winding down as they have taken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defense is right.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now Stafford. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's... Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score. Vikings 31. Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time.
That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Lions.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Stafford going to give it to Swift.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Here's Kerryon Johnson, 3rd-year man from Auburn. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it with Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try the air now with Stafford.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season, as his guys have now moved out in front.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They run, Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 38, Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Romeo Okwara able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a gain of 34. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on it.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
You know they pay me.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon as they have taken the lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running is Swift. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Stafford. James has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Back to the running game with Swift. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They will run it with Swift here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Cousins looking deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Second and 8 coming up. Stafford now to throw. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try it now with Swift. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And the Lions first down.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And now movement prior to the snap, and if that's a false start, that could make this a little more interesting. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Lions are going to win this game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Detroit, it's a nice win to finish off what's been an ugly first half as they move to 2-6.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.